You've probably heard the whispers, maybe even seen the headlines. But let me tell you straight up, the hype around the Dallas Cowboys offense in 2025 isn't just talk. It's real, and the numbers back it up in a way that should get you seriously fired up for what's coming. This unit isn't just good on paper, it's built to explode. And if you stick with me through this breakdown, you'll see exactly why. Let's start with the foundation. Last season wasn't a disaster, but it was far from consistent. The Cowboys' offense showed flashes, sure, but it never fully clicked. That's about to change. The pieces are not only in place, they've been upgraded in ways that fix the issues that held this team back. From playmakers to protection and from coaching philosophy to fresh energy in the backfield, this offense has every reason to blow past expectations. One of the biggest reasons? The way the front office and coaching staff aligned this offseason. They didn't just draft talent, they drafted with a purpose. They didn't just sign bodies, they added guys who fit the scheme. That's a subtle but crucial shift. It shows this team is finally syncing up across all levels. And when that happens, offenses don't just improve, they take off. We're talking about an offense that's ready to stretch the field vertically, dominate in the trenches, and actually wear defenses down with the run game. All that? That's what leads to explosive plays, long drives, and scoreboard fireworks. And it's why this year feels different. Way different. But hey, before we dive into the weapons, the O-line, and everything else that makes this offense so dangerous, do me a favor. If you're just as hyped about this Cowboys offense as I am, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss anything we drop. Let's hit that 14,000 subscriber mark together. And here's a quick one. Do you agree this offense is about to go nuclear? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments right now. Now let's talk weapons. Because this trio of CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, and Jake Ferguson might just be the most exciting core Dallas has had in years. And it's not just hype. These guys are built to complement each other in a way that defenses will struggle to handle. CeeDee Lamb is already a superstar. That's locked in. Over the past 2 seasons, he's cemented himself as a top 5 wide receiver in the league. Route running, separation, toughness after the catch, he checks every box. He's the guy who can beat double. Coverage, move the chains, and still pop for 30 yards out of nowhere. There's no doubt he's Dak's number 1, and with contract talks heating up, you know he's about to go all in this season. Now imagine pairing that with George Pickens. Pickens isn't just a vertical threat, he's a deep ball monster. This guy brings the kind of aggression and body control you want in contested catch situations, and he's been itching for a bigger role than what he had in Pittsburgh. In this system, with Dak throwing and Lamb drawing attention, Pickens could feast. And then there's Jake Ferguson, the unsung hero in all of this. He took a huge step forward last season, top 10 in receiving yards among tight ends, excellent in play action, and a reliable red zone target. If he keeps ascending, we could be looking at a Pro Bowl season from a guy who was barely on the national radar a year ago. The best part? These 3 don't just add talent. They add versatility. You've got Lamb attacking the middle and sideline, Pickens stretching defenses vertically, and Ferguson working the seams and sitting soft zones. That spacing opens up everything else, especially the run game, which we'll get into soon. But first, let me ask you this. Between Lamb, Pickens, and Ferguson, who are you most excited about this year? Drop it in the comments right now, and let's see who Cowboy Nation is backing. And hey, if you're liking the breakdown so far, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps a ton and gets this video in front of more die-hard fans like you. We've talked about the weapons, but none of that matters if the offensive line isn't doing its job. And honestly, this is where things get really interesting for the Cowboys in 2025. Because what was once a shaky, aging unit is suddenly full of young, athletic, scheme-fit talent. And that's a big reason why this offense might take off. First off, yes, Zach Martin's retirement leaves a massive hole. There's no sugarcoating that. He was a Hall of Fame caliber guard who brought leadership and consistency every snap. But here's the thing. Dallas didn't wait around feeling sorry. They went straight to work rebuilding this line with purpose. They didn't just go for names, they went for fit. Guys who can move, protect, and adapt to the run schemes Schottenheimer and new OL coach Mike Solari want to run. Tyler Guyton, the rookie tackle from Oklahoma, is a freak athlete with legit left tackle potential. It'll take some time to clean up the technique, sure, but the ceiling? Through the roof. Tyler Smith is still holding it down as the most underrated offensive lineman in football. Cooper Beebe, another rookie, brings toughness and intelligence to the interior. And don't sleep on Asim Richards or Brock Hoffman battling for reps. There's real competition, and that's what drives progress. Then there's Terrence Steele. Now, fully healthy, he's expected to bounce back big. The Cowboys gave him that extension for a reason. They believe he can lock down the right side and anchor this group alongside Tyler Smith. What you're looking at here is not just 5 linemen. It's a deeper, more athletic, and more adaptable group than we've seen in recent years. And when your line improves, everything else clicks faster, Dak gets more time, the backs find bigger holes, and those deep shots to Pickens, they actually have time to develop. If this O-line stays healthy and gels the way it's shaping up to, could we be talking about a top 5 offense in both rushing and passing? What do you think? Yes or nah? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, if you're loving the deep dive content, make sure you're subscribed. We're pushing hard for 14,000, and every click helps us get there. Now let's dig into the engine behind it all. Dak Prescott. Love him or doubt him, one thing's for sure. 2025 is shaping up to be a defining season for number 4. And if you're watching closely, you can already see the shift, not just in the way he's playing, but in the way this entire offense is being tailored to bring out the best in him. Last year, Dak was solid. Not elite, not MVP level, but steady. He made good decisions, ran the offense efficiently, and showed flashes of brilliance. But he also had moments where the offense stalled, where pressure got to him, and where the lack of rhythm was obvious. This year, there's a whole new vibe. Brian Schottenheimer is now fully in charge of the offensive system, and you can already see the fingerprints. There's more movement, more play action, more design around timing and rhythm. It's built to give Dak clearer reads and to get the ball out faster. And the best part? It leans into what he does well. Command at the line of scrimmage, finding mismatches and using tempo to dictate the pace. And let's not forget, Dak's in a contract year. That's not a small thing. Every snap matters. Every mistake is magnified. But every big play, that's leverage. That's a reason to believe he's still the guy to lead this team deep into the playoffs. He's got weapons. He's got a rebuilt line. He's got a coordinator who believes in him and a locker room that's behind him. Now it's just about execution. And if the version of Dak we saw late last season shows up consistently, this offense isn't just dangerous. It's borderline unstoppable. So here's the question I've got to throw your way. Do you still believe Dak Prescott is the long-term answer for the Cowboys? Yes or no? I want to hear your take in the comments, because this is one of the biggest debates in Cowboys Nation right now. And real quick, if you've been watching and haven't hit that like button yet, now's the time. Every like helps push this video out to more Cowboys fans, and we've got way more content like this coming your way. Now here's the wild part. Not only is this Cowboys offense loaded with talent, it's also entering the season with something every great unit needs, a clear identity. And that's been missing in recent years. Too often, it felt like Dallas was trying to be everything at once. A little bit West Coast, a little bit power run, sprinkle in some deep shots, and hope it clicks. But in 2025, the vision is finally sharp. This offense is built to play fast, stay balanced, and keep defenses guessing. It's not about leaning too hard on one player or one phase. It's about attacking space, creating mismatches, and putting pressure on defenses at every level. That means using CeeDee Lamb in motion to force favorable matchups. That means getting the ball to George Pickens on verticals and back shoulders when he's isolated. That means letting Jake Ferguson eat in the middle of the field. And it absolutely means getting the run game back to where it needs to be. With the O-line looking retooled and explosive playmakers on the outside, running lanes should open up more consistently. Whether it's Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn, or another back stepping up, the foundation is there for a run game that doesn't just exist, but actually punishes defenses. And when the run game clicks, play action becomes lethal. That's where Dak thrives. That's where this offense gets scary. What we're seeing now is the early signs of an offensive system that finally feels cohesive, like all the pieces are moving with one purpose. And that's what makes this year feel different. It's not just about potential anymore. It's about execution, chemistry, coaching, and urgency. So let me ask you straight up, are you buying the BLOCKBUSTER hype? Is this Cowboys offense finally ready to explode and carry this team? I want you to sound off in the comments and be honest. How confident are you heading into Week 1? And if you've made it this far, you're clearly one of the real ones. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep pushing toward that 14,000 subscriber milestone and build the strongest Cowboys community on YouTube. Like the video, drop your take and stay locked in, because this ride is just getting started.